I see you're ready for Freddy. Alright, but since y'all wanted a part 2, I see how it is. You guys love making me stressed out, don't you? And instead of Glamrock Freddy, we got Monty. Right here. I don't know what the point of saying that. But you guys didn't come here to hear me bitch about some stupid shit, right? You came for part 2, so without further ado, let's just jump into it. Last time we left Gregory, he was in Roxy's Raceway trying to assemble a car, which he's an 11-year-old kid. So obviously he would have the imagination thinking that he could just drive out of a mall, right? So after you get out of Roxy's Raceway, you have to go back to the what the fuck is it called? The atrium part with all like with Monty Golf and everything. You have to do that Vanny part again. Yeah, that part where you can't see shit and you can only see your eyes. You have to do that again. But then Freddy then calls you, saying,
Gregory, come to the main lobby. I found something that can maybe help you escape.
Then you have to get to the elevators and go to the main lobby without being caught by Vanny. After that, you go to the main lobby to notice that no one is there. Freddy's not there anywhere. Like, he's nowhere to be found. Gregory, confused, obviously asks, Freddy, where are you? To where he then walks around for a bit looking for Freddy, and then he gets tapped on the shoulder. Now, it felt like a human hand that was touching him on the shoulder. So he turns around and sees Vanessa. And, yeah, she catches him. And then, it just goes black. It goes black. Which then leads into 4 a.m. Yes, I haven't been saying the timestamps since the last video. Or in the last video at all. But it then leads to 4 a.m. To which, Vanessa locks Gregory in this room that wasn't in the actual game. Remember that door from FNAF VR? Like that door that Glitch Trap locks you behind? It's kind of like that, except it's real and it's not Glitch Trap. Vanessa locks you behind there. She says, shh, be quiet. And, walks away. Gregory is then screaming for help. And then he remembers. He has his fast watch. Now, I never acknowledged the fast watch in the last video, but he has it. And then he tries to call Freddy. But it keeps making the sound. Like, the sound that it makes when, you can't call Freddy in the actual game. After that, Gregory then looks around in the safe room. Obviously, the safe room's, big. It's, a huge room. It's not just a door. So, he looks around, and he gets his flashlight, looks around, and sees, blood and dead bodies everywhere. Once again, this is a rated 13 and up game. No PG. So then he questions, so, Vanessa is the rabbit lady. He questions that. He thinks in his mind. He doesn't say it out loud. So, he after investigating that room and some more, some gameplay, you looking around, looking for clues and stuff, and you find a Glitch Trap plushie. Yes, this guy. To which Gregory then picks up the plushie and asks, what is this thing? Is this Bonnie? Speaking of Bonnie, I'd never seen him in this Pizzaplex before. But this is a yellow Bonnie. I'm gonna take it with me. So he then takes the plushie with him. And he realizes I'm still stuck in the safe room. So then you have to look around in the safe room for a vent and crawl through that. That vent then leads back to the main lobby in Glamrock Gifts. It leads to there. And then you get out, you wander around a little bit more, and then you exit Glamrock Gifts. You then go back the way the Monty chase in the original game. Through that door, you go through that door, by the, that you exit at the beginning of the actual game, that leads you to the main lobby. So you go through that door, and then go around, and then get back to the, what the fuck is it called? Oh my god. The, Rockstar Row. And after you get to Rockstar Row, you then see Freddy laying, on the corner by his room. Like this. Like Going Freddy from, FNAF 2. He's, laying there. Gregory then goes up to Freddy and asks, Freddy, what happened to you? And Freddy has no response. Gregory then touches him, like that, like on the nose, and to see if he's like conscious. But then he realizes his eyes are purple. Yeah, Glitch Trap got to his ass. Gregory then questions why is Freddy's eyes purple, when suddenly Freddy wakes up and says this.
I found you.
Obviously, Gregory freaked out by this. He dips. He's out of there. He runs, but Freddy is chasing him. He then puts two and two together. The murdered bodies, purple-eyed Freddy, and Vanessa. He puts those together. Says those probably have to connect somehow. But he doesn't know how yet. He just knows that they have to connect somehow. And speaking of Vanny, she's here because, she actually appears in my version. So then, when Gregory's running away from Freddy, and he goes through a door, Vanny's standing right there by the door waiting for his ass to come. And then Gregory asks, "Where do you keep coming from?" Vanny doesn't say anything. She just grabs him by the shirt and just drags him away, where Freddy follows. So Gregory then, obviously he's not gonna just let Vanny fucking take him away. So then Gregory does the only thing he could think of and smacks her with the flashlight. To which Vanny says, like, "Ow, bitch." Well, she doesn't swear because obviously we still gotta be realistic. But she does like this, and then Gregory's able to get away and dodge Freddy and escape. Now Gregory goes and hides in the daycare, which is an awful idea, but he gets in there somehow, and he goes and hides in like the slide. And then Freddy is obviously following him, but he didn't see him go in the slide, so he's looking everywhere. And then Freddy just goes down to the daycare theater, to which Gregory follows him. And then Gregory eavesdrops on the conversation, by the top. He just is crouching by the top of the stage thing. I don't know what it's called. The daycare theater, where it's that stage, and then there's a bunch of seats, and then there's that one level up, yeah, it's like that. So he's there, and he's listening to the conversation between Vanny and Freddy, to which Freddy sounds different. He almost sounds British, to where the conversation is like this.
How have you not found the kid yet, Vanny? I have given you perfect instructions to follow, and you haven't even done a single thing yet.
I know, sir. I'm trying. I really am.
That's no excuse. You have one more time to disappoint me, and it might be your last day on this planet.
Now, Gregory obviously receiving some earth-shattering information, then runs away. Because, if fucking Freddy looks up there, it's over. So Gregory runs as fast as he can and hides in the main lobby in one of those cart things. He then plays the memories over in his head of what Freddy was saying, and then recalls his mom telling him something about disappearances from the 1980s, when she was a kid. When Gregory's mom was a kid, she was in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, presumably FNAF 1. I don't know, I'm not good at this stuff, but presumably FNAF 1, where a man dressed in a yellow Bonnie costume tried to lure her, but she said, nah, I'm not doing that. So then she talked about the disappearances and everything, to which Gregory replays those memories and says, "So, that is the killer from the 80s, presumably." He doesn't know yet. He hasn't come to the conclusion. But then he decides that door in Roxy's Raceway, that could be where everything leads. Because he did see the door, but he didn't go there. But then you have to go back to Roxy's Raceway. Obviously, there's going to be say, Monty, Roxy, Chica in your way, maybe. And then, yeah. That's when he gets to the door in Roxy's Raceway, he goes down the long elevator. Well, because there's no fences here. So he just goes down the elevator by himself, which this kid has serious fucking guts. I would piss my pants. But anyways, yeah, he goes down the elevator, and then it stops. He then gets out the elevator and walks forward, just into the darkness with his light, hoping that nothing is there. But then he looks up and sees no one else but DJ Music Man. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would DJ Music Man be in the underground part of the Pizzaplex? And wasn't DJ Music Man, like, jamming earlier in the first part? Yes. But I did not say where he was jamming. I didn't say where. I just said he was. So get it straight. I said... And obviously, why is DJ Music Man down there? Come on. Look at this dude. You really think he fits in the children's establishment? Seriously? This thing in a children's establishment. You're hilarious if you think that's the case. Then it leads to the DJ Music Man fight, which there wasn't really anything wrong with that boss fight, because like I said multiple times, that part was my favorite part of the whole game. But this part is the underground part. You're running from DJ Music Man as he's crawling after you. To which, like, he's crawling after you. Like, really, really fast. So Gregory has to run. And, like, yeah, he just has to run. And, like, shoot him with the acid blaster, which will, like, shoot him in the eyes, too. Not just at all, because shoot him at all doesn't do anything. So just shoot him in the eyes to, like, stun him for a second. And then you get inside of a building. Now, it's not FNAF 6. And it's not FNAF 1. And it's not FNAF... I don't. It then leads to Fredbear's Family Diner. Yes, not FNAF 6, because I was stupid. Like, I was so mad when I saw FNAF 6 in my gameplay, because I was like, FNAF 6 was like the perfect ending to this shit. But you have to fucking ruin it with Burn Trap and this stupid-ass blob. So, instead of fucking FNAF 6, it's Fredbear's Family Diner. So deal with it. I don't care what you say. Gregory looks around. You get the chance to play as Gregory looking around Fredbear's Family Diner. Because, you know, obviously it's the first time you ever see Fredbear's Family Diner in a FNAF game. Like, physically. And you get the chance to look around a little bit. You get to see the storage closets with maybe a couple, like, endos. Not the stupid security breach endos. The, like, spring lock endos. And you get to see a couple of suits, too, in the thing. To where Gregory then says this. This must have been what my mom was talking about when she said old locations. Guess, wait, where's this underground part go? Gregory then goes underground. To which Freddy, like, then, like, breaks the door, because, like, there was a door leading to Fredbear's. Gregory went inside the door, so then Gregory, like, ran inside the door, and then he's going down, but, like, when he, like, looks back up, Freddy then, like, punches the door, like, really hard, and, like, breaks it, and, like, the glass shatters, and Vanny's also behind him, to which Freddy says this.
Gregory, run! Run!
Gregory obviously listening to Freddy. He dips. He goes down, not thinking about what's down there. He then falls in a trap door that leads to, like, a underground basement part, which happened to be William Afton's, like, hideout in Fredbear's. Now, you could say he didn't have one, but, like, he has one in my book, and if you have a problem with it, we're gonna fight. So then, there's a bunch of computers, suits, plans on the wall, and, yeah, there's a bunch of that. To which, Freddy comes down too, but he's not possessed by, William anymore. He's normal. To which Freddy then says this.
I remember this place. It seems very, very wrecked since the last time I came here.
Gregory says, what do you mean? You been down here before? I don't even know what's going on. You then get the chance to, like, walk around William Afton's, like, hideout. Until you hear like just silence. It just goes dark and it's silent, and then all you can hear is this laugh. Gregory turns on the flashlight and turns around really fast, to where he then sees Glitch Trap. Not Burn Trap, Glitch Trap. Glitch Trap waves like that, and then like does like that and goes into the darkness, to which Gregory and Freddy follow him. And then they don't hear anything, they don't see anything because Gregory's flashlight's died. Freddy says,
I have a bad feeling about this, Gregory. It doesn't seem safe. We don't know where he went, but all we know is that he's somewhere in this room.
Then Freddy turns on his eye lights, and then all they can hear is just a menacing growl. It's like that. And then when Freddy looks, it's just a giant fucking rabbit trash monster thing. It like they don't even know what the fuck it is. It's just a giant metal monster thing. Imagine Dreadbear, like his normal size, not the giant one where he's like that, but like the normal size Dreadbear. It's like that, but like slightly taller. And his name is Trashton, because get it, Afton, trash. It's a trash Afton. Essentially, it's like a giant metal rabbit. It's just basically what Springtrap is, but like, you know, bigger, and like essentially he has like the head of Freddy on his shoulder. I'll put the picture of him right now. It's right here. That's what he looks like. Anyways, after that, they then run. Afton does a giant like screech, like it's like a monster, so it roars, and then this leads to the final fight of the game. But also, Vanny will be joining this fight too. It's basically, the fight is like where you have to, it's like, it takes place in this like giant trash arena thing, where you have to run and like draw trashed into like these things. Like there's like switches, but like they're like button things that only Trashton can hit. So you have to like stand in front of them and like move out of the way. Kind of like the Roxy boss fight from the original game, except it's better. So it's like he like will like do this and then like pounce at you, and then you have to move out of the way until he hits all the switches. When he hits all the switches, they'll knock off like his arm. And then the second phase of the fight, you hop inside a Glamrock Freddy, and you basically have to like move around like Afton till he gets tired, and then that's when you get to like punch him, because I want to like this. I know this is weird for FNAF, but like you get to hop inside a Glamrock Freddy and like fight a giant trash Afton monster. Just thought that would be cool. You have to basically wait till he gets tired. And essentially, you need to keep charging Freddy's battery, too. Obviously, this is still FNAF. When he's charging, you have to get out and avoid Afton until Freddy's done. You have to keep punching Afton. Then the final part, you have to get inside Glamrock Freddy and keep punching him, until he loses his ear, his other ear, his face snaps, and like it just explodes in a giant purple cloud of dust particles. So where then Vanny is about to like stab you, but then like something like in her head just like it like makes her head hurt, and then like she takes off the mask and she's back to normal because Afton is dead. We all know he'll come back, let's be honest, like come on. And then Vanny is normal, she thanks you, you guys get out of the, you have to run from DJ Music Man to get out of the Pizzaplex, you escape, and that's the ending. So yeah. Then, after the credits roll, the post-credit scene is Trashton laying there, defeated. Until one of his eyes lights up purple, the other lights up red, and he says,
You can't defeat me. It doesn't matter what you do. I will come back. I always come back. No matter what you do, or what you try, I will come back.
And that is how I would have made Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And I might do how I would have made the DLC whenever whenever the DLC comes out, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna do how I would have made the DLC continuing this. But until then, see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time, and peace. Not this bullshit again.